Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back. This is a little cheeky overnight camp in the van. This is meeting up with no other than... Yeah, you get it. It's him again, innit? That one I was in Scotland with. But anyway, it's a cheeky Friday night. The time is 6:05. I've just left my home, and it's going to be about a 35-40 minute drive till we get to the spot. We've been here a few times before. Please forgive me though. I'm not going to give this location away because it's out the way. It's an epic view. It's not on Park for Night. It's just something we came across on one of our walks, and touch wood, we've never been bothered at this spot. The locals are very friendly, and it is in the middle of nowhere. So forgive me if I don't give it away. Otherwise, every Tom, Dick and Harry will probably be turning up. And then on Friday night, we won't get it to ourselves. And I'm sure there's plenty of you out there anyway that keep your little spots to yourself anyway, which, in all fairness, I don't blame you. But anyway, it's a cheeky overnight camp. I'm not sure because I haven't seen anything yet, but I'm not using the GoPro today. I'm using something different. I'm using the AKASO BRAVE 7. I'll show you a little bit more on that shortly when we get to spot. But I've been messing around with it. It's got some very good features with it. Time lapse, night lapse, photo, video. Quite a decent little budget camera, to be fair. I say budget, probably mid-range, I would say. They're definitely not budget. But yeah, I'll certainly show you the functions of it after as well. I'll probably show you inside the van as well. I know Gord, a Shropshire lad, Link, he's not going to be joining me probably for another hour yet, but I thought, well, if I set off early, at least it'll give me a chance to do a little bit of filming, show you some features of the camera. I'm going to be honest with you guys, as I am in every video. You know me, I say it how it is. I don't do a review, big it up and say, yeah, you need to buy one, link in the description. I will give you a genuine, honest review of it. I have had a problem with it when I first had it. So Lily, who I've been dealing with from AKASO, she's been very good, and I mean very good. I messed around with it when I first got it, and the audio didn't work for whatever reason. I was filming, there was no audio. I told Lily, she sent me an external microphone to plug into it, which was great. It worked then, but since then, for whatever reason, it's just started to work. Anyway, it's working now. That's the waffle out the way. Let's get to destination. And there he is, the man everybody loves to see. The thing I'm going to show you with this AKASO Brave 7 is the time-lapse feature on it. So I'm going to stick it on the roof of the van and we'll see what the quality of that's like. So as you can see, we've got quite a few features here under the video subheading. We've got slow motion, which I don't really need to explain to you what that's like. Time lapse we've seen, still photo, and then this one, driving mode. That's quite a good one. That has very good stability properties on that. So when you're driving along and you want to do some sort of filming, you click driving mode, and it does keep the stabilization very, very good. If that even makes sense. I think you know what I'm trying to say. What are you saying?
Shit.
You're a twat, aren't you? But you guys seem to know what I mean. Driving mode, it has very good stabilization on it. We can flick onto photo. So you can have it on a self-timer. You can take bursts. You can have time-lapse as well. But that's time-lapse photo, which I don't really enjoy unless you download Time Creator off the Microsoft Store. That's the only one I've seen to work, but why have that when you have time-lapse on video? You got long exposure shots as well. I haven't really tried that yet, but we'll give that a go tonight and we'll see if we can get any stars
and then also you've got your Wi-Fi setting, so you can link the actual AKASO Brave 7 to the app that you have to download from the Play Store or the Apple Store. Very good things. It's been alright so far. I'll let you guys be the judge of the actual footage and of the quality, though.
So you can shoot in 4K at 30 frames per second, 2.7 at 2.7 at 30 frames per second, and then when you start getting into your 1080 HD, that's when you can start using your 60 frames per second, and you can even go down to 1080 30 frames per second as well. Your choice entirely. Hey, this is the life. Friday evening, it's 7:15. Does it get any better than this? If you're watching. Cheers, folks. So the eagle eye may have noticed a few upgrades to the van. Let's have a look, shall we? Only last week I put these stickers on both sides. On an adventure. Pretty much explains me, or I should have in writing up the top here. Winged it. Stay tuned, we might have some up there anyway. But yeah, they're the stickers I put on last week. And then also what I put on at the same time last week are the chrome sidebars. I was in two minds when purchasing them. It was either the matte black or the chrome, and I'm not sure if matte black would have gone well with the van, but went for the chrome, and I'm very happy with it. I did put a poll on Instagram, crikey, about 6 weeks ago, and the majority of you said chrome anyway, so I kind of took that into consideration. I do listen. Let's have a look inside, shall we? You know, we're in the crib. Right, so what we've got here then, it's been a while, I appreciate, since you guys have been in here. I think the last video was actually when I was with Brendan, so you might have seen a van sort of all carpeted and done, but here we go. So what we've got in here now, we've actually got our unit in. This was just a wooden unit I bought off eBay. Yes, it was £300. I'm not going to keep anything from you guys. I'm always very honest with you. Got shitter in here now. I've actually put this, so I've got my iPad up here now. I didn't want a TV, but I've put my iPad on a little swinging bracket. I've got my Anchor sound core up there, so I can link that via Bluetooth to my iPad, so if I want to watch a film or something, at least I'll have some decent sound. All my electrics are here, so I've got my spotlights, so when you flick that switch, all my spotlights come on. They're on a remote control as well, so I can actually, sod it, I'll show you. They're on a remote control, and you can sort of dim the lights via the remote control. You can also have it all singing and dancing. I'll show you. So there's the lights, and normally you can go to 100%, which makes them a little bit brighter. 50% they've dulled down, you can have it at 25% right there. If we put it on 100% and you click mode, that's what happens. Look at that! Hey, where's those Ibiza chill out tunes when you want them? Go on. Look at that! Anyway, that's the spotlights. Let's get them off. This one here is for the USB socket. So the USB socket, oh god, I've put at the back of the van here. Yes, I've got to cover this bit up. It'll be temporary anyway because I need to get to the lights. But USB socket there. So 2.1 and a 1 amp. I've also got the switch here which I've put in, and that's for the strip light across the back here. So if ever I'm doing anything in the back of the van, which I shouldn't be, you know, at least I've got some sort of light there. Anyway, let's turn them off. Let's go back. The middle one is for the running lights here. Now this strip of LEDs are going to go at some point. I don't want them there. I'm going to have something different and a lot more neater. The fourth light is for in hither. So
So I've actually got a light in there now. I've got all my shiz in there. I've got my split charge relay, I've got my leisure battery, I've got my fuse box. The wiring just needs neatening up inside there as well, and that shelf. So I've put a couple of shelves in as well with some slip mat. They're actually going to be, that one's going to be for food if I'm away on a couple of nights or whatnot. And then this one here, this end one, I've actually put a little bit of mood lighting in, so you won't be able to see that well, but I'll show you when it's dark. But you flick that, and it just lights it all up very like purpley, but you won't be able to see because it's quite light. But I've got some lights down the back here, and I've got some lights up top there. Very good, hey? I've put on a switch here as well, these USBs, so if I switch it off, switch it on there, that's all groovy. I've got a 12, oh, you're not going to be able to see, but I've got a 12 volt socket here where my thumb is. That's just basically your normal cigarette lighter socket, so that's for the cool box to get plugged in right there. Oh, move about. Yes, I do need a rock and roll bed. That's getting sorted. By the time this video goes out, my diesel heater will be installed under there. Let's get in here. And then I've got to put a switch up here, and that brings on the light for inside there. I do need to cover all that up as well because it looks untidy, I get that, but for the time being I want to get the big jobs all sorted and done, and then we're pretty much just around for sorting the tat out. But I do love this little feature here with the iPad. I can just lie in bed, tilts as well, and can just sit in bed watching a film, which is what I'm doing tonight. What else have I done? I've put two little string nets down the back there, so I've got all my OS maps in there. I've got a spare 12 volts here. When these lights come out, I'll have another spare 12 volts there. Always found it's good to have the 12 volt feeds everywhere, even if you don't use them. You never know, because later on in the time of the van, you might want to add something else in. But at the moment, I'm just sleeping on this air mattress which I purchased from Millets, using the Ice Flame quilt and my pillow. I have got a gas bottle that belongs in here, and I've got a dual burner cooker, but tonight I've only bought the, you know, those cheap and nasty things. I've put a swivel base in, so the seats actually can get turned round, so you're facing into the back of the van. I'll put a picture on now just so you can see what it looks like. In the front here, I have fitted a DVD head unit, USB compatible there, just so I can put my own tunes on. I carry this with me. It's only really a 10 litre water butt. Got some temporary seat covers just to protect the fabric until I get some better. I'll get some better ones at a later date. I still need to sort out up here. I think what I'm going to have on half of it there is going to be some sort of unit cupboard maybe. I've just got to find somewhere to mount it to on the back. What else have we done, dudes? I mean, we have been busy on it, like. Oh yeah, curtains are all up. Curtains are up there. I mean, you've seen the side ones. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like from the back. It's all linoed in. I'm going to get rid of this plastic trim here as well. I don't like it. If I cleaned it up, it'll look nice, but I still won't like it. I want to get some checkered plate that covers up to about here. And either glue it in or screw it in. It just covers everything there and makes it just look that little bit nicer. Oh, I'll show you in here as well. So we've got another door here. That's pretty much what it looks like from the opposite end. In there is just basically the tap for storage, which you probably won't be able to see, but I haven't wired a light in up there. So what I'm just going to do then is just get one of those touch sensitive battery operated lights. So yeah, there we go. That's a quick little rundown of what I've done so far in the van. I don't want to show you too much because I want to do a proper video as and when it's pretty much finished. Yeah, just thought I'd inform you. I have done quite a lot of filming. One problem. I forgot to take it out of bloody time-lapse mode, so everything that I've done is in a time-lapse. You probably watch it now, but to be fair, my fault. I know the GoPro automatically reverts back to video. This one you do have to manually set it back to whatever you need, which isn't a problem. My fault really for not checking, but you're probably seeing all the time lapses from what I was supposed to video, all through tea and everything. Hello. They had a good look then. Stealthy. Not. I better move. There's a car coming. Ah, I'll let you see the car. Right, well, I don't think you're going to be able to see me, but I'm just going to show you quickly inside what it's like with the old mood lighting that I've put in. Are you ready? There we go, that's what it's like. And then just up in the corner, just here, I've got some other LEDs which are quite bright. To say I'm chuffed with the outcome so far is an understatement. It's been quite a few months in the build. I did say right at the beginning I was going to film everything. Reason I didn't, couldn't be arsed. So that's what we're looking at the moment. I am chuffed to buggery with that. Well, you won't be able to see anything because it's pretty dark in here and I've just put these lights on, so you probably won't be able to see me when I switch them off. But I've got my Bluetooth earphones in, connected to the iPad, and I'm going to bid thee good night because I'm going to finish watching Jarhead 2. So, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll pick up with you in the morning. And a very good morning, folks. The time is 6:30 and we're awake. And what a beautiful morning it is. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully it's been a bit of a mixed bag, I know. We've had a little bit on the camera and we've also had a little bit about where we're staying this evening as well. I've shown you around the van, etc. But hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'm going to leave it here now because I'm actually going to go home. It's really early. But I have got a diesel heater to install. So we're going to get that done today and then we can start to progress and look for a bed. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. So just a quick rundown of the camera then. After editing it back and watching the filming in the editing suite, I'm filming on my phone at the moment. I did see quite a bit of noise in the picture, which I don't know if I'm being a little bit picky and comparing it to the GoPro. There was quite a bit of noise in the picture, which made it look quite a bit pixelated in parts. I don't think that's my editing software. You guys will be able to pick this up anyway when you're watching it anyway. The audio didn't think was the greatest, and again, am I just comparing it to the GoPro? I think I possibly am. Whereas I've just got to take a look at the costings involved, one with this camera and two the GoPro. If you're into vlogging or you want to get into vlogging, one thing I would say is use your phone. Or if you're worried about battery dying out, etc. One thing I would suggest is maybe have a look at the AKASO Brave 7 as a mid-range camera. Certainly do your homework on it, check its specs out and have a look. It does have quite a few good features on it. I mean, it's got the normal time-lapse mode, the long exposure I did, but when I uploaded all of my stuff to my computer, I deleted the picture. So I won't be able to show you the picture, but the picture quality was quite good on the AKASO. But yeah, like I said, this isn't a video where I'm going to say to you guys, you need to go and purchase it. It's the greatest thing ever. Do your homework on it. For me, it has its downsides,
but also it has its upsides as well. I will be using it more and more in the future, maybe as a little bit of B-roll. But yeah, the audio quality was it's a big issue for me. That is, it's very like echoey. It's not as loud. But again, I think that's just me being picky and comparing it to my GoPro, which I normally use. I'll leave a link in the description to the AKASO Brave 7. Certainly have a look at it. It's not a bad little camera, actually. Like I said, if you want something decent, something really good, then you're going to be spending in excess of £300 to £400 for. If you want something that's mid-range, I would put the AKASO Brave 7 at mid-range, and you're definitely not going to be paying that much amount of money for it. So you can make your own minds up about the AKASO Brave 7 from this video. Thanks ever so much to Lily and the team at AKASO for sending it to me and for review. Hopefully it's been an honest review. Like I said, I'm not saying go out and buy it. It's the best thing. There's no affiliate link to it or anything. It's an honest review. I think for the money that it's up for, I don't think it's bad. It's all right. I certainly wouldn't price it anymore, certainly by a long shot. But for the money that it's at, yeah, it's a good little camera. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you Sunday for part 4 of the Great Glen Way.